I said quiet, animal!
He must have been killed during a battle that took place here.
Nah, looks like suicide to me. Welcome back to another episode of Games You Never Played. I'm your host, Gaming Jay, and today we're hopping into Warcraft Adventures, Lord of the Clans. As you can see, this game starts off with a bunch of orcs pummeling each other to death. This game takes place in the Warcraft universe, set after the events of the Dark Portal game. And obviously this is a game that was never released, although it was a relatively famous game. It essentially was finished before it was canceled. It was canceled because it just didn't hold up to the standards that Blizzard held for themselves for their video games. And we seem to have lost audio now. I don't know if that's a glitch in the game or what. But this human is capturing an orc. And basically, I think this game tells the story of Thrall, which is an orc who is raised by humans. And if you've played any other Warcraft properties like Warcraft III or World of Warcraft or Hearthstone, you know that you know who Thrall is, because many of the story elements that were in this game were later used in other games. So anyway, I should shut up and we should actually listen to a little bit of this if we haven't missed too much already. But let's see what this guy's thinking,
but with all the savagery of an orcish heart. With such a creature under his control, Blackmoor hoped to manipulate the orcish horde and use it to seize control over the human nations of Azeroth.
Thrall, have I taught you nothing in all these years? Are you not to stand when your betters enter the room? So, Thrall, what have you learned today?
Only that I live to serve you and the Alliance, Lord Blackmoor.
A wise response. You are learning. Indeed, you've learned much of the world, Thrall, yet you've never stepped outside the prison's walls. Perhaps the time has come to make better use of you. Follow me, Thrall. There's something I'd like to show you.
Is Clancy Brown voicing Thrall? You know, the guy who did the Drill Sergeant Zed or whatever in Starship Troopers?
This is Thrall. It is an orc, like yourself. And what are orcs, Thrall?
They are the enemies of the Alliance, Lord Blackmoor.
Very good, Thrall. And what do we do with enemies of the Alliance?
We destroy them, so that they may no longer pose a threat to the Alliance.
Then deal with this wretch as it deserves.
It's interesting, the animation style here.
I can't do it.
Oh, Thrall can't kill his own kind.
It's a pity. All these years of training and conditioning gone to waste. I could have achieved so much. I should have remembered that after all, you are just an animal.
Ah!
Oh, he killed him! If you watch the old Batman animated series, Clancy Brown, who I think is voicing Thrall, also did Two-Face, so there's that.
Take this one to the dungeons.
Oh!
His execution shall commence at first.
Bopped him on the head there.
And bring someone in here to clean up this mess.
So the audio does seem to be out of sync with the video. That's not, I didn't mess up recording or something like that. That's just sort of how it is.
The lieutenant is having me executed at dawn. There's got to be some way to get out of this cell.
So now the adventure truly begins.
Soon I'll be about a foot shorter.
So this game is basically the developers, Blizzard. They were fans of Sierra games like Full Throttle, and they basically wanted to sort of make the Warcraft version of this. Now, before we really get started adventuring here, I just wanted to lay down a bit of history of where this game came from, guys, in case you don't know. So, Blizzard was actually approached by an external studio about producing a Warcraft adventure game. And at the time, the Blizzard employees were getting kind of sick of the real-time strategy genre, and they wanted to branch the company out into different directions. And they thought it'd be really cool to just do like different genres in the world of Warcraft and so on. So they partnered with this company to make an adventure game. And after 18 months of development and even an attempted total revamp by hiring one of the guys who helped consult and work on the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy video games to make the game way more coherent and interesting, eventually they just realized this was a lost cause. And despite the fact that the game was essentially finished, they just felt it wasn't up to snuff and it wasn't good enough, and they decided to cancel the whole thing. So this is actually a leaked version that came online in 2016. And I gotta give props to Blizzard for essentially throwing away a finished game because for a variety of reasons. I mean, first of all, those animated cutscenes, the animation and the acting and stuff there is pretty cheesy, and I will say the animation doesn't even look that great. It really reminds me of like the 1970s Lord of the Rings cartoon movie, and like that movie has some nostalgic value for me, don't get me wrong, but I mean, that's the animation of the 1970s. By the year 1998, when this game was supposed to come out, you got to do better than that. So I just feel like the animation was not up to snuff of like what people would have expected. And the other thing about the animation too, it might have looked a little familiar to you if you've watched the Angry Video Game Nerds episodes on the CDI games from The Legend of Zelda, those bizarre games with like the really weird animation and characters. It's the same studio. The same studio. So the studio that made those god-awful CDI Zelda games came to Blizzard and managed to convince Blizzard to let them make a Warcraft adventure game. Can you guys believe that? That's insane to me. Anyway, we should actually start playing the game here. So, this being an adventure game, I've got some tips from the internet to help us get through so we don't just bumble around. However, even without the tips, I would say I would be drawn to this old sock as like my first go-to. Let's go ahead and let's see. Click on the sock. All right, we have picked up the sock. Is now in our inventory. This is going to help us escape, I think. I don't know. Let's try, we pull on the cell door. Let us out of here! Oh, it's actually shaking a bit. Like we're almost strong enough to be able to break the door. Oh, we knocked a rock off. Oh, who's coming here?
What's all the noise, you overgrown maggot?
Like, I don't know, just the shading and the animation and stuff, it doesn't look that good to me.
The big show slave.
Again, like, it's just not up to par with what I would expect from Blizzard. It's fine, I would say, but it's like look at this door. There's like no shading or nothing. It's just like a line and another color. Like it looks like something. It looks like a prototype, I would say. And maybe they were planning on doing more animation, like giving the animation more detail or something. Like the detail of the movements and stuff, I will say looks fine, but it's just sort of the shading and stuff looks all pretty basic. And remember, like this is like around the time like Diablo was coming out. Like think of how awesome Diablo was, like claymation style, like 3D realistic looking. Like claymation was Diablo was awesome looking. I think if this game had come out in like 1991 or something, or 92, like totally different story, But it came out when it came out, or was developed when it was developed. And I think that was another reason that Blizzard decided to sort of forget about the game, is like, it just didn't look like a modern game. Like it just looked too dated. And so we're gonna use this to oh man! He just powered that lock off. I heard that, maggot. Now quiet down. All right, well, now we can get the hell out of here. So where should we go? I guess we don't want to go in this door because that's where the guy is. Hold on. I would like to die in some interesting ways here. Call this game 1. Okay, let's go in this door and see what happens. I want to see what happens when I die. And like, it doesn't even let me open the door. Oh, okay. Well, I guess we'll go back down here. Like, I mean, I guess you got to do a lot of animations to have the characters like going upstairs and, you know, open. Wait, hold on. I think we can open the guard's door. So you have to, I just realized you have to hold and click on things when you want sort of an option of like different things you can do. What is he doing?
The guard locked it.
Are we not allowed in there? Can I bite the door? No. What is this one? Oh, use my eyeball. I mean, this menu is actually totally awesome.
That's where the guard goes. He always locks the door when he...
Okay. So, like most LucasArts games, it's probably going to be light on deaths. I feel like Sierra was like, you make one wrong move and you're dead. And Sierra adventure games weren't even like a wrong move. It was like, you forget to pick up a piece of bubblegum on the first screen and later on a plane falls on you. You know, like things like totally didn't make sense. But that's why we love Sierra adventure games. LucasArts games always made a bit more sense. Anyway, we're going to need this mop where we're going. We're going to become Lord of the Clans, guys, as the title of the game suggests. I guess we now walk their way out of here. Is this an exit? Always hard to tell. Pick up mop. Hello? Okay, I think we're supposed to go back from whence we came. And let's see. Oh, I think over here we can go south. Oh, no, wait, I see. I'm reading the walkthrough wrong. Okay, here's the toilet hole. We're gonna use our mop on the toilet hole. Dried out mop. This. I guess we're gonna escape through the sewer like Andy Dufresne. Let's see. Can we open the cell door again? There we go. Or maybe not. So it's interesting, I've got a spoiler-free walkthrough here. And so I guess I don't know what I'm doing at any point, but I'm gonna like mop up the stairs so they're slippery. So the guard is gonna fall. So we're gonna go create some ruckus and have the guard come out again, and then when he comes, then we're gonna have him like fall to his death. All right, so now I pull on the cell door, pretending that it's still locked.
I said quiet, animal!
Whoa! Oh man. The only thing we're missing is a pool of blood. Okay, I'm totally gonna take his dagger. We definitely want this. Yeah, we have a weapon. Okay, let's try talking to this guy. That's how you talk to a guard. There we go. All right, we are in a new area now. Let's see. Try going in this way. Can we open this door? Oh, we totally can. Hold on, before we do, what's all this stuff? The bulletin board. What are the guards talking about? Have you seen these people? Is that Khadgar? Danath? See, you know what's interesting is I actually watch some Hearthstone. I watch some Hearthstone streamers these days. And so like certain characters here, I actually recognize. So yeah, this game totally was canceled. But the storyline behind this game
against the sovereign lands of the Alliance, dead or alive. Grom Hellscream and his Warsong clan.
Grom
Hellscream. He's like me. I gotta find him.
Speaking of Hearthstone characters, Grom is a warrior card who charges the enemy hero, or well, he just charges, and when he gets damaged, he does an insane amount of damage. Oh, look at this guy. Can we take the key? Should we try and do this? How about this? Let us first save the game in case we screw up. Yes. In the game. See what happens if we try and take it. No. So it's really hard to make mistakes here. So you're supposed to actually use the dagger on the key.
He might scream.
But there we go. I guess we can't use it on the dude. There we go. So we get the key. Now we can use the key on the locked drawer, and we can totally rob this guy. What do we got going on in here? Gloves. Mind if I do? See what else is going on here. I guess we're gonna get a disguise to get out of here. Maybe we'll wear... Maybe he has, like, clothes in here. I think that's where we're going with this. That's my prediction. Yep. A robe. Okay, we have gloves and a robe. Do we need a hat? Is there anything else in here? Doesn't look like it. Who is this guy, anyway? Just some random human priest?
Prison chaplain. I hate this guy.
Oh, I didn't even notice he had a picture of, like, a sexy, naked nymph over here. Yeah, that's pretty funny. Dreaming of nymphs. You know, I gotta respect a guy for that. I don't know, it's pretty funny. But yeah, so the canceled game, but nonetheless, has influenced Hearthstone, World of Warcraft. Warcraft 3's plot was partially based on the canceled plot of this game. So it's kind of interesting, like, even though this game never came out, it really did have an influence on Blizzard and many of the games that would come since. Oh, can we use the pencil? Oh, hello. What did we just do? Oh, we drew funny things on these people's faces. That's actually pretty funny.
Guard Alaria Danath. 1,000 gold pieces reward for any information regarding the whereabouts of these people.
Interesting. Alright, so we have been into the guard's room. We've done all that stuff. Let's see. Walk south. Walk north. Let's see what's going on up here. I still don't 100% know how we're going to escape this prison. Okay, so we want to pick up this crate. I like how it just disappears into the ether. And we'll put the plate over here. And then I'm guessing we're gonna go pull on this window here. Let me out! Oh my god, he has the strength of a demon. Well, I guess the strength of an orc, literally. All right.
This doesn't look good.
Well, we've escaped pretty far, actually. So now is the time, apparently, to go full dress up. Like he puts on those little gloves. I guess we'll have to put on the robe, too. I don't think the gloves by themselves are enough of a disguise. It's interesting.
In the robe's pocket.
It's interesting, like, just the robes aren't enough. Like, you actually need the gloves as well. But you know what we also need, apparently? The mop that we dunked into our toilet, we also need to... Yeah, no one will suspect this is an orc. Yeah, we got this. All right. Let's just
Chaplain Mathers?
get out of here. As if the green orc hands would have given me away. Okay. Let's see. So now...
Chaplain Mathers! No one's allowed past the checkpoint, you know that.
Sorry. My bad. How about I, just take this and smash your window?
What the hell was that? We better check it out.
All right, now I'm allowed in. Apparently, let's see. Let's use this catapult thingy. To freedom! Oh, God! Well, that literally almost killed me. Okay, let's pick up this gargoyle and try this again. I find the interesting thing about adventure games, like obviously we're flying through this. Like if I was playing this without any tips or tricks back in the day, you know, probably like me and my uncle would be like sitting in his basement, like, you know, going through being like, okay, like try this, you know, and like the real reward of adventure games is obviously figuring it out for yourself. But obviously for the purposes of our videos, it's really hard for me to talk and try and think at the same time. So it's much better for adventure games. I found over the years to just like have some tips to help me get through. Look at that cutscene. That's hilarious. Why does he have red rockstar hair? The voice acting does not match the animation. I guess the animation's just like slow or out of sync. I'm not sure what's going on here. But we escaped.
I don't think I'm being followed, but I better distance myself from that place.
Sweet. So anyway, obviously we're flying through the game with these tips, but the interesting thing is like, if you guys were to go look up any like long play of an adventure game, you'd probably find somebody who knows what they're doing and they would just go through it quick anyway. So it's almost like whether the person who's playing online is cheating or actually knows what they're doing, you kind of get the same experience as a viewer. Like you're just here to see the story and where it goes. So hopefully you guys still enjoy, you know, even though I've never played this before and I'm experiencing it with you for the first time. Wait, where am I? Oh, wait, hold on. I want to get that poster. It doesn't take away from it that I'm not figuring everything out for myself. For crimes against the sovereign lands, Grom Hellscream.
Wanted for crimes against the sovereign lands of the Alliance, Grom Hellscream. It is by decree of the Alliance that orc survivors of the Second War be permitted to live, provided they remain within designated military settlements, and provided their behavior remain docile and non-threatening to the established order. The Alliance High Command has reason to believe that Hellscream and his volatile Warsong clan have been prompting other clans in the region to acts of rebellion and insurrection against the regional wardens of the Alliance. Hellscream is believed to be highly dangerous, and the use of extreme force has been authorized for his arrest. He should be transported, if captured alive, to the nearest military outpost. Reward will be paid upon his return, or with proof of death. Last known whereabouts, southern Lordaeron. Travels widely.
All right, well, I think we're going to be able to find this guy. That's my hope anyway. All right. So there's some goblin dude over here fixing a zeppelin. It is kind of interesting to see the Warcraft universe from a different perspective, because like I played a lot of Warcraft 2 back in the day, and you know, you see the Warcraft universe from the perspective of a real-time strategy game. Warcraft 3 was sort of a mix of an RPG and a strategy game, but it was still like real-time strategy. Hearthstone now is a card game. World of Warcraft was an MMORPG. They're all still in the realm of sort of like adventures and RPGs. So to like see a pure adventure game, this is essentially like a Warcraft movie, which actually exists and I never watched, apparently. Oh, and this game also influenced the Warcraft movie, so there you go. Let's see. So he's asking me to hand him something. I've got your Samoflange right here. Let's not be rude to this guy. Let's actually help him. Maybe this little goblin guy, once he gets his ride working, he will help us, you know, go somewhere. Can we talk to him more? Hello, sir?
Did you build this contraption?
Yes, I did. In fact, I built this Zeppelin from scratch. She's one of the finest ships ever built. She flew over 10 missions during the Second War.
Well, why isn't she flying now?
Well, that's exactly what I've been trying to find out, isn't it?
You don't seem to be making much progress.
Not much progress. Well, let's see you figure it out.
I've got no time for this.
Yeah, that's right. Never haggle dynamics with a goblin.
We just kill him and take his craft, or I guess we need him. Goblins are like the engineers of the orc universe. Orcs are like the Klingons. Good at fighting, but not much else. Alright, so... pick up spear, necklace, and shield. Oh? Yeah, that's what we're going to be looking for next, is a spear, necklace, and shield. Oh my god! Goo! There's a spear literally right through that guy's face.
Looks like the bridge has collapsed into the chasm.
Yeah, no shit. Alright, let's take a look at this guy here. This orc looks dead.
He must have been killed during a battle that took place here.
Nah, looks like suicide to me. Anyway, let's go ahead and... Sorry, sir. Don't mean to disrespect you, but I need that. And I need this. And I'm gonna go ahead and take this too. We should take... why don't we stop there? Let's take his underwear too. Wait, did I just tell him to grab the orc's crotch and he went, interesting idea. Interesting proposal you got there. Okay, well that's all we can get off this guy, off dead orc. See, I feel like this actually looks better than some of the animation that we've been seeing. I don't know, there's just something about the animation style of those CDI Legend of Zelda games that looks so cheesy and cheap to me. You know, it's interesting. I almost want to go back and play Full Throttle now to be like, am I being too hard on the animation? Because maybe it's like this is no better or no worse than the Full Throttle animation, you know? So, I don't know. Maybe I'm being too harsh on it. I always did like Full Throttle, though. That was a pretty good game, actually. One of my favorite LucasArts games, I think. The hell is this?
Lightning courses between those strange orbs. Someone must not like having visitors much.
Oh, God! Yeah, that didn't work. Wait, where did I get a mirror from? Okay, so apparently... Like, I thought we were gonna have to, like, kill somebody. Apparently we can just do this. And then we can do this. Oh, that's remarkably simple. So one of the things that the, so I think it was, what's the guy's name? Hold on, I want to look it up here to give proper credit. So in 1997, Blizzard hired game designer Steve Meretsky. And Meretsky was known for working with Douglas Adams to create the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy video game. You know, Douglas Adams is the author of the book, and Steve Meretsky worked with Douglas Adams to produce the video game. And he's like a renowned game developer and game designer, and he actually created a document on how you could change all the puzzles and everything in this game to make the puzzles more interesting and relevant to the plot. But the amount of work that would have had to go in, basically, by the time he came up with his recommendation, they were pretty much canceling the game. But it's interesting that they were even still trying to salvage this game, you know, when it was a year overdue. Like, it was supposed to come out in 96, and by 1997, they were, you know, still trying to salvage it. But
when a rotting carcass might come in handy.
Anyway, there we go. We got that. Apparently, we can also pick up orb glass. So hold on here.
I can't reach that.
Let's try using this on this. There we go. Zap, explode! And we'll do it again. Oops. Up here, this on. Where's the thing? There it is. Nice. Turns out all you need is a mirror. And you got it. Does anyone see? Oh, there it is. Glass orb. Give it to me. I'll take that too. I wonder, like, I feel like for some of these puzzles, I probably would have been able to figure it out. It doesn't feel like super difficult puzzles, but you know, it's easy to say when you've got all the solutions being handled to you. What is this? Oh my God! Welcome. I feel like if I stand there, I'm going to die. Let's try and stand there. I've yet to figure out a fail state. Wait, did that actually save? Let me save under game 2, yes. Okay, so there's game 2. Let's see what happens if I try and walk in here. He's too clever. Oh my God, look at that! This guy does not want, oh my God, this guy does not want, solicitors. Look, he has like a complicated engine running 24/7 just to like power a death machine, to keep people out. Okay, so let's go ahead and use his machine against him. Oh, here it goes. Smash! Jink! Dink, 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 dink. And he's gonna go ahead and melt my glass too. Alright. Now I have beautiful shards of glass. Let me pick those up with my bare hands and put those into my pocket. Because that will be useful later on, I guess. Okay, we are actually missing an item. We need to go back to the goblin. I didn't notice there was one thing that we're missing. So let's go back and steal some of the goblin's bits. The parts for Zeppelin, I mean, not like his genitalia. Man, my mind goes weird places. Another famous, by the way, unfinished Blizzard game, of course, you might have heard of also, was called StarCraft Ghost. I'm not sure if you guys heard about this one. This was a third-person shooter game where you were a ghost, like Kerrigan, and you had to go on... now, what do I want the rotating... The gig tweaker. Damaged motor, goblin, Zeppelin... The Bleem seal. You take
Maybe
this.
I should let him repair it.
This thing. Camouflage. I'm looking for this gig tweaker while we talk about StarCraft Ghost. But yes, it was a third person, sort of like Metal Gear Solid RPG game where like you would run around, go on stealth missions against the Zerg and the Protoss and other humans. And you would have all sorts of ghost abilities like stealth, you know, like you could literally camouflage like the Predator, things like that. Very cool looking game, also very long in development and canceled. Now, a version of that apparently exists online. It is much harder to find than this, but it is my dream that one day in the future we will be able to play StarCraft Ghost, a leaked copy of it. Although from what I understand... Even footage of it's hard to find because I think Blizzard does issue takedowns for those. So I don't know. Maybe it'll be 5 years. Maybe it'll be 10 years. Maybe it'll be 20 years before Blizzard doesn't care enough and we can actually play a prototype of StarCraft Ghost. But one day, guys, we're going to check it out together. Okay, I cannot find this gig tweaker. What the hell is a gig tweaker? So let's try talking to this guy. Maybe
that fell off. It looks important.
Fell off? Fell off? Nothing just falls off a goblin zeppelin. What? Well, at least it's not one of those Tinker Trap flyers built by the gnomes.
Tell me more about gnomes, Goblin.
Small, hairy, bloated, and totally incompetent. What else do you need to know?
I mean, why do you hate them so much?
Because the goblins and the gnomes are at war. We strive to out-invent each other by developing bold new mechanical innovations.
Huh.
But us goblins are way ahead of them.
Really?
Yeah. In fact, I was on my way to a secret gnomish workshop to steal their latest plans for a revolutionary communication device. But as you can see, I'm having some problems with transportation.
I'll make a deal with you.
Gazlow.
Yeah, Gazlo. I will steal the plans from the gnomes while you fix your Zeppelin. Then,
Sounds good to me. When do you leave?
then, you will take me wherever I wish to go.
Oh. All right. If you get the plans from the gnomes, I have to fly you wherever you want to go? Okay.
I like how dude was just totally into the plan before he knew what I wanted.
These are fake plans, designed to throw the gnomes off track. Substitute these for the real plans without them noticing. But be careful. They're crafty little buggers.
Yeah, you'd better be here when I get back.
Whoa, I'll be here. Probably still working on this damn machine.
Alright, I think that's the piece we needed. The rotating gig tweaker. Give me that. I got some giggle berries to rotate and tweak. I kind of want to look at what these fake plans actually are, though. So, alright, let's head up over here. So yeah, the thing that I always liked about LucasArts adventure games, and later the Telltale games, is that, like, you're frequently put into a constrained region, and all the pieces you need to solve the puzzles of that region exist in that region, and there's not too many distractions. And so I feel like that makes every section of the game very doable. Whereas in Sierra adventure games, regions were often very vaguely defined, and it was often the case that there were things in one region that if you didn't bring to the later regions, you couldn't beat the later regions. Whereas again, in LucasArts and later Telltale games, because they sort of modeled their games after LucasArts more than Sierra, I would say, it's basically sort of like you never find yourself in a scenario where the item you need to move forward, you've already passed and there's no way to go back and get it. Like, there's always a way to get the thing that you need to move forward, and that's what I like about LucasArts games and Telltale games in some respects. But again, I still have tons of nostalgia for the cruel, brutal Sierra adventure gaming style, so I don't know.
The fake plans Gazlo gave me.
I actually wanted to read those and see what they were about. Okay, so we've used the glass orb on the doormat, we've picked up the glass powder. Now we need to use the gig tweaker on the cover. What cover? Oh, there's a plate cover here. Okay. So we're gonna go in here, and we're gonna jam the gig tweaker in here, and oh, interesting. Oh, it's actually a useful tool. It looks like total gibberish to me. And now we're gonna use that in there. We're gonna gum up the machine with shards of glass. And then we should be able to go in. Kablamo! Kablooey! Zip, zip, zippity boop! Boing! Woo, 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 woo. Alright. Ta-da! He's like, oh, I did it! I'm a pretty smart orc when you...
You're so smart.
Oh, God! What? There's flying pigs.
Terminated the perimeter's parameters. The lightning lamps have never failed us before. This was a welcome mat of annihilation. But fear not, he'll never escape. Snaggle bag.
They're like, no need to waste a bullet. Alright, now that we're in the snaggle bag, well, how about this? Just cut our way out. Oh yeah, that was easy.
The prisoner has escaped the snaggle bag. I can't believe it. I wove that snaggle bag myself. using only the most durable strands of elven yarn.
Hey. All right, well let's try and talk our way out of this problem. Let's see.
I could have been killed falling through that trap.
Yes, we know. It hasn't been working properly. Would you like to try it again?
You know, sometimes I mock the humor in adventure games, like that's kind of cheesy, but I like that.
I want my dagger back.
Oh no, we prefer that intruders be unarmed when inside the workshop.
The goblins destroyed your machine, and I came to warn you.
That's interesting. I could have sworn that I saw you pour sand into it. Yeah, and I didn't see any goblins fall out of the snaggle bag.
These guys aren't buying it.
To borrow a plunger.
So, someone's apparently informed you of our plans for the revolutionary horse-powered Crevocentric Plungeothopter. I'm afraid you can't use that right now.
This Plungeothopter sure sounds like a goblin invention I heard about.
A goblin invention? How dare you insinuate that we would stoop to their incompetent level? The goblins are capable only of inventing high-grade rubbish. We, on the other hand, are mere seconds away from perfecting one of the oldest designs ever conceived.
Oh my god, look, they have a brain in a jar. I 100% want to talk to that thing.
Your design was probably copied from original goblin plans.
Goblin plans? Would the goblins have been able to produce this? Imagine, if you will, a device that could transmit information over great distances without danger of enemy interception. A device that could send two-way messages through the airwaves without employing roads or wires. Imagine, if you will, the homing chicken.
Wow. What could I possibly say about such a unique device?
Yes, I can see that you're speechless in the face of sheer genius.
That is one way of looking at it.
All right, well, now's our chance. Let's see what this thing has to say.
How did the lieutenant get that nasty scar?
He was running with scissors.
Whose inventions are better, the gnomes or the goblins?
Yes.
If a horse-drawn carriage leaves Azeroth at dawn and reaches Stromgarde at dusk, what is the driver's name?
The driver's name is Frodrick.
What is my destiny?
Oh no!
That's encouraging.
Is this a floppy disk? A gnomish floppy disk?
Pack data storage and retrieve.
Oh my god, it is! That is so cool, a medieval floppy disk. Because you know the people who made Warcraft are like totally computer nerds. Like myself, obviously, you know, like nothing against computer nerds. Hey, we're all computer nerds here. You guys are watching a Let's Play of an unreleased game from 1996. It's not like you're so cool. Anyway, okay, that was pretty neat. I wonder if we can actually even just take this. Oh, it's just a bunch of paper on the inside. Okay. Can we do anything with the ale? Just pour it on the ground for no reason. Okay. I would have preferred to drink it, but whatever. I like how these guys are just like, well, the intruder's in here. What can you do? That's life. They're like not trying to kick me out or anything. There we go. Let's make some pigs fly, yo.
Get away from that! He's activated the pig's flight packs! We've got to shut the machine down! Don't touch anything! You could have damaged the rapid automated food delivery service.
That's funny. Oh wait, what is this thing on the ground? I didn't even notice this. Can we take this? For this? No, okay. Well, anyway, we better hurry while they're busy fixing that. We have got to... Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the chicken. Oh, damn it. Okay, well, the nice thing about LucasArts games is they're really generous with second chances. And again, this is not a LucasArts game, but it really is sort of... You know, I feel like Blizzard's MO is like find a genre that somebody else has pioneered and has done some interesting things with, and then perfect it or hone it down, you know, like... Blizzard didn't invent the real-time strategy genre. That was invented really by the creators of Dune 2, Westwood Studios. I'm gonna swap out these plans for the fake ones. Enjoy, boys! They also didn't invent, computer card games. You know, like, I mean, Magic the Gathering is the game that Hearthstone was based on. They didn't invent team-based first-person shooters, you know, like that they have their Overwatch. You know, so it's like Blizzard doesn't invent genres, and they certainly didn't invent adventure games. But what they do is I feel like Blizzard really is a company made by computer nerds. It's like people who really like games think about the games they loved as children and growing up, and games that they want to play, and then they figure out, how do we make the best version of that possible? And that's really what Blizzard does, you know. I guess Diablo is the one game that they created, but that was actually created by a company called Condor that Blizzard basically just was going to be their publisher, and then they bought them out and brought them into the fold and made them Blizzard. But that is the one sort of unique game that they actually created, and it really wasn't even them. So, I mean, again, nothing against them. I think... you don't always have to be the one that creates the genre, but Blizzard has obviously done really good at honing and perfecting genres. Even World of Warcraft. I mean, that's an MMORPG, but EverQuest, and Ultima Online, those are the first MMORPGs, and then Blizzard just refined it with World of Warcraft and became like massive. But anyway, I digress. I'm just like here chatting away as the gnomes are messing around on the controls. So use the fake plans with the plans. Eventually the gnomes leave. Pull the pig flight controls. Some pigs flee. Pull the fat flying pig. Then walk south and east. Okay. Did you guys fix this yet? I'm kind of trapped here right now. There they go. They got it. Finally.
Philosophical staff, report immediately. We've got a problem. We've been going about this design all wrong. It's all right here in the schematic. The gyrating grommet attaches to the grill guard, not the modulator.
Conduit C goes to Terminal D, Terminal C goes to Conduit B.
This must be fixed immediately. Come quickly, we have much work to do.
Rabble, 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 rabble. How do you technically design a chicken? It's like the chicken's largely designed by the time you get it. You don't have to do too much to it to change it. Okay, so now we're just sort of trapped in here, but there is a way out.
To catch.
We pull this, and we let some pigs out, but there's going to be a big fat one that we can grab. Okay, off they go. There we go. All right, buddy. You're coming with me. I think. Thanks, Piggy. And out we go. All right, we did it. We successfully screwed those gnomes over. Their flying chicken device won't be used against the orcs anytime soon, I guess. I don't know. I guess it's sort of like, Game of Thrones Raven system. The Raven messenger system, which is actually remarkable. Did anything like that? That must have existed in medieval times, like carrier pigeons and stuff.
Plans for me.
Yep.
I never thought there was a fast way to transmit messages back in the day, but
this is bad.
I guess there was.
We realized this design is brilliant. The homing chicken could easily tip the balance of our war in the gnomes' favor.
Seriously?
Wait a second. Don't they know that chickens are notorious for being disloyal? Their design can never work. Ha! The gnomes undone by the treachery of their own chickens.
Hey, look, I don't know anything about chickens. Now what about my ride?
I don't know anything about chickens.
Can you take me somewhere?
Well, where do you want to go?
I can't think of anywhere to go right now.
Let me know when you do.
I want to go see Grom. Grom Hellscream.
I need you to take me to Grom Hellscream.
Rebellion? Reward? Hey, this orc is trouble. Big trouble. I don't know anything about it.
I'll worry about the risks. You just get me there. Remember, you owe me.
All right then, hop in. But if things get dicey, my green goblin butt is out of there.
Hey, my butt's just as green as yours, buddy. Let's roll. All right, and off to the Zeppelin we go to great adventure.
Let's get moving.
You got it.
Oh, interesting. Is this like an Indian? Do I get to select this? Fly to the orc reservation. Oh, there we go. That's kind of cool. And here we are. Now we have a ride. Now we can actually like go around to different places and stuff. And are we gonna find Grom? Well, I think today we're gonna wrap up here. But if you would like to see more Warcraft Lord of the Clans, I'm willing to do a follow-up video or two and actually wrap up this game. I think we are about, let me see here, maybe about a third of the way through the game, give or take. So we've done a decent amount, but there's a fair amount more to go. So if you want to see more of this game, just let me know in the comments down below, and we'll do a part 2 and a part 3 if need be. But even if that doesn't come to pass, Warcraft Adventures Lord of the Clans here is an unreleased Blizzard game. Despite, like I've sort of been giving the game a hard time about its animations and stuff. And I do stand by the idea that Blizzard was right in the sense that this game looked quite dated by the time it was going to come out. So they were right to be worried about releasing it. It's a shame because it is kind of a cool game. It does have some funny humor in it. I mean, I legitimately sort of chuckled at one of the gnomes' jokes. If this really is Clancy Brown, Two-Face, and Drill Sergeant Zed from Starship Troopers, then I'm 100% sad that I never got to hear him voice his character back in the day. But hearing it now is pretty cool. I don't know. It's one of those things where like I simultaneously I'm like, yeah, this should have been released. And also I'm like, I totally get why it wasn't. So I don't know. What do you guys think of this game, though? Sound off in the comments down below. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on the whole legacy of this game. And if you thought it was cool to check it out and see it today. And again, if you do want a part 2 and part 3, let me know in the comments there, too. We can continue the adventures and see the ultimate fate of, not Grom, Thrall. Thrall here. Anyway, that's it for me, guys. I hope you did enjoy yourselves. Don't forget to like the video and all that stuff. And I will be back some point in the future playing this game or another in this series of games you never played, where we play unreleased alphas, incomplete betas, prototypes, leaked games, anything we can get our hands on for games that didn't really ever see the light of day. So until next time, my friends, peace.